Good evening. Today, let us discuss the important law in economics. That's it. Law of demand. Law of demand. What law of demand explains? Law of demand explains the relationship between the price and quantity demanded. As you people know, when there is rise up in the price of the commodity, the demand for that particular commodity falls down, and vice versa. When the price is falling down, means what? The consumer will purchase more of that particular commodity according to the needs of the consumer. Understood? Now let me have a definition of law of demand. So the defined law of demand. The law of demand states, other factors being constant. Other factors means what? Taste, preferences, interest, income, population, and so on. The other factors are constant. Here we are considering only the price and quantity demanded of that particular product. We are ignoring the other factors which affects the market demand. Understood? So the law of demand states that other factors being constant. That means what? There is no change in other factors which are influencing the demand of the market. The other factors is what? Constant. There is what? No change. There is a static position of other factors. Understood? We are considering here only the price and quantity demanded. So the law of demand states that other factors being constant, price and quantity demand of any goods and services are inversely related. That means what? Inversely related means what? Opposite way. That means what? The price is what? Increasing means what? The demand for that particular product will comes down. If price is what? Increasing, the demand for that particular product rise up. That's what inverse relationship. Understood? Here we are ignoring the other factors which are influencing the demand for the particular product. But in real sense, other factors also influence the demand for the particular product. So law is what? Ignoring the other factor. That is the main drawback. The drawbacks of this law. Understood? Now let me come to the assumptions of law. What all the assumptions? Here we are ignoring all that points will become an assumptions of law of demand. First assumption is what? Money of the consumer constant, price remains constant, population remains constant, taste and preferences constant, income remains constant, no change in the government policy. So this all is what? Untouched. This all is what? Ignored. This all is what? Ignored. Then only we can have a study of law of demand. Now let me come to the schedule of law of demand. Okay, schedule of law. Price of the commodity X is what? 10. The demand for commodity X is what? 80. Now the price is what? Rise up to 15. Earlier it's what? 10 rupees. Now it's what? 15 rupees. The demand for that commodity is what? 50. Now the price is what? 20. The price is what? Rising. The demand is what? Falling. Here the demand is what? 10. Now put this point in the graph. Always take y-axis is what? Price. X-axis is what? Demand. Y-axis is price. X-axis is what? Demand. Y-axis denotes the price of the commodity. X-axis denotes the demand of the particular commodity. When the price is 10, the demand for that particular commodity is what? 80. When the price is 10, the demand for that particular commodity is what? 80. Demand for that particular commodity is what? 80. Okay. When the price is what? 15. The demand for that particular commodity is what? 50. When the price is what? 20, the demand for that particular commodity is what? 10. Okay. So we have to plot this point in the graph. You will get a straight line indicating the demand curve. Why the demand curve is not sloping down? Since the demand is sloping down, demand is not coming down due to rise in the price of the product. So this is the demand curve. This is the demand curve which explains that when the price is what rising, the demand for that particular commodity comes down. That's the reason the demand curve is what sloping down. Okay, so in next lecture let us discuss elasticity of demand and how we calculate the elasticity of the particular demand, how we calculate the elasticity of the particular product demand in the market. Okay, so next lecture let us discuss the elasticity of demand. Thanks.